to break it. Dana maybe on a blitz here. Give it to Hall around the right side. Hall. And he's got a flag. Maybe a face mask. We'll see what the flag is. Hall had a nice game that time, probably about 6 yards. It is a face mask. Probably just a 5-yard penalty, which will give BV the ball inside of Dana's 10.
Looks like we have an injury down on the play here, or maybe some equipment on number 11, Grant Dowes from Dana.
Okay, this will give us a chance to update you on what's going on in the rest of the conference. These are our halftime scores. Probably games now going to the third quarter. In Dubuque, Wartburg and Loris tied at 10. Over in Oskaloosa, Central beating up on William Penn 28-0.
Just what we said was going to happen.
Exactly.
Could change, but Central definitely dominating.
That's all Central right there. In Dubuque, Luther, again in a close game this week. They're right now at halftime. They're leading 7-6 over Dubuque. In Upper Iowa, Simpson is all over Upper Iowa by a total of 35-0. And score in Ohio State, this is early. There's no score. Iowa 0, Ohio State 0. We'll keep you up to date on that one as well. That's a big one in Division 1. And back to this one.
Lance Hall, no gain on that play. Looks like we might have had a loss of a yard there. We have 10 minutes left here in the third quarter. Dana again leading 17-13. We've got the Beaver down on the field here.
Okay, second down and 9 from the 9-yard line. Colbert with two people in his backfield. Handoff. Oh, actually, we have an incomplete pass on the play. Fake handoff.
Great fake handoff by Kyle Colbert.
They're going for some play action there.
We've got 3rd and 4. Or 3rd and 9.
The Beavers now, they're in field goal range, but they really want 6 points on this one. It'd be nice so far to drive down the field. Got 4 or 5 first downs. And let's finish it off with
the Beaver crowd going here for that touchdown.
So the crowd starting on its feet. 3rd and 9, big play. Colbert, 2-step drop. He's going in the end zone for Tyler Tryon. And almost comes up with a catch, but not quite. We've seen that play a couple of times for touchdowns. This time, basically it's just when they isolate Tyler Tryon one-on-one, they rely on him to go get the ball. That time, the pass wasn't quite there. He almost came up with a superb grab.
It was so close. I was afraid they were almost going to call a pass interference on that, but no call on that. Just a little high but Chase Young hopefully will come in for us with this.
It's going to be a 32-yarder for Chase Young. And the hold is good. Kick is up and right good. So it's Tech's 3 points on the board and pulls the Beavers to within 1, 17-16, with exactly 10 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Great job to Chase Young. He's really coming through for the Beavers and will hopefully get us through this next half here. We need to keep in mind this is exactly how the Luther game ended up 1 point short, and I don't think Hadachuk's going to let that happen again.
Well, no, we've lost 2 real close ones, Jerry Ann and Hadachuk. You're right. We cannot see that again. KJ Pilcher is down on the sidelines with another report for us. We're going to take it downstairs to KJ.
Okay, right now we have an update on the BV's injury situation. The offense has been riddled by injuries here in the first half, and right now we found out that the injury to Matt Kincaid is not an actual fracture, but seems to be a deep thigh bruise. Dr. Mark Schultz said that the x-rays were negative, so it's not a fracture. Right now, Rob Klinkenfuss is going under kidney examinations because he might have some bruises to his kidneys. And Brent Mackey, the wide receiver, is going to get x-rays at this moment. Back to you, Scott and Jerry Ann.
All right, thanks a lot, KJ, for that information from the training staff. So it looks like they're going to be pretty busy here with the hospital reports. next week, which is not ever a good sign. But hopefully those guys, again, we mentioned it's good to see that Matt Kincaid, his leg is not fractured, and the other two guys getting x-rays or exams, so we'll see what comes up with that. Right now, Dana's got the ball on the 32-yard line, 1st and 10, going to the air, and the pass is complete, a little out to number 19, and he's going to pick up the first. First down for Dana.
That was a nice run for Dana. We haven't seen that all day, really. That's a freshman they're pulling out there for that nice run. One thing we need to keep in mind, Hadachek said at the beginning of the season, one thing they have in their lineup is depth, and so that'll be key for these injuries. Here's another look at that play.
And they went to number 19, James Nelson, fullback. Here we go back to live action, and it's a pass. There's a man open. No, incomplete. Frank Crone does a good job of breaking it up.
19, James Nelson was on that play for Dana. Guy to watch out for.
Frank Crone does a good job breaking up that last pass play. Right there with one-on-one coverage. But you mentioned a good point, Jerry Ann. BV is deep this year. That's one luxury they do have. In the William Penn game that we did a couple weeks ago, the whole secondary was out. We started 2 freshmen, and Frank Crone came up with 2 interceptions, and Brian Davis played a whale of a ball game, so they are certainly capable of stepping up.
On the 1st and 10 here, it's a close game, 17-16.
Tease goes down. Babbitt is sacked.
Great job by Mark Smith, number 77. He does a great job for the Beavers here.
Smith from the defensive tackle spot getting the 3rd sack of the game for the Beavers.
Let's have another look at that. 77 just getting in there, and Paul Schrader again helping out with the blocks there.
It's going to back Dana up 6 yards, 3rd down and 16 to go, 9 minutes and left in the 3rd quarter.
On the 40-yard line here.
Babbitt back to pass. He's going deep, and it's going to be overthrown. Intended receiver was number 8 for the Vikings.
Joel Carter, a sophomore there. They know they have to go to something else because Jason Mitchell is getting double covered, and it's not going to go to him any longer. So
well, that's hopefully the Coach Larry Anderson would like it not to go to Mitchell not to touch the ball again, but we'll have to see. Brennan back deep to receive this punt, standing on about the 24. BB got the block on. We'll see that they get it off. Brennan will return this one. Good coverage by the Vikings that time.
Brennan stepping in because Mackey did get hurt because of the elbow situation and really doing a good job. We'd like to get some more yardage on that play, but hopefully the offense is just fired up and we come back here.
Start of second half, BB had 4 or 5 first downs, drove it all the way down to the inside the Dana 10, the 9-yard line. That's where the Dana defense held firm, and Chase Young was able to knock through the 32-yard field goal. Colbert, and they had trouble with the handoff. We'll see if we recovered it. Pelusi looked like kind of a broken play from here.
Dana 17, BVU 16. We have 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter here.
2nd and 11, ball at 23. Todd Tryon and Tyler Tryon, the wideouts, and straight up the middle. And this time they call it once again on Pelusi.
3rd and 10. We had a loss of a yard on that play. Things need to be turning around here for the Beavers.
That's right. Buena Vista wants to go home tonight with a Parents' Day win against non-conference foe Dana. Colbert in the shotgun. Rolling to his left. Fires. incomplete. His intended receiver was Tyler Tryon. So that's going to bring on the punting team. And KJ Pilcher once again has a sideline report for us. KJ.
On a beautiful day like today, there's nothing better to enjoy a Beaver football game. And here on Parents Weekend, I'm sitting next to Zane Walsh. And Zane, do you want to introduce your mom and your grandma?
This is my mom, Kathy Walsh, and my grandma's sitting next to her. My mom's from Kansas City, and my grandma's from Marcus, Iowa. And I'm glad to have them here.
Okay. Now, how are you enjoying the weekend so far?
It's a beautiful day, a great football game, and they need to score some more.
Okay, there you go. There's some parent support for you. Back to you, Scott and Jerry Ann.
Thanks, KJ.
KJ hanging out in the crowd, finding Zane Walsh and his grandma and his mom.
Brings a lot of unity here, having the family come, especially having all the football players' parents here. They were all introduced before the game. So
that's right. Zane's parents, his mom coming all the way up from Kansas City. Wow,
that's
making the trip from KC.
We're on the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
Babbitt handoff to the fullback, number 23, nothing doing. Good job by the defense. Marlon Peer has not been able to get off track.
Great defense on that play. 56, Steve Maxey, really working hard. Here's another look at that handoff.
Dan Markham was the first. Steve Maxey and Dan Markham combined on the tackle. 2nd down and 12 from the 49. And Mitchell is the man in motion. He's in the slot position on the near side. Watch out for him. Babbitt back to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket and goes down. Mark Smith and Paul Schrader. Paul Schrader is the first one there for the sack.
Paul Schrader and Mark Smith really work well together to get that defense going.
Absolutely right. Both upperclassmen. And
Steve Maxey being the captain. Football team here this year.
Actually, 3 captains on defense. Ryan Rose is one of the other ones. And Babbitt is rolling to his right, and now he's going to tuck it under and run with it. This time, BB does a good job. And now in the first half, Babbitt had rushed a couple times for first downs. And I think at the locker room at halftime, Coach Hadachek, Coach Anderson made some adjustments, and they designated a linebacker to come up and stop Babbitt if he did roll out of the pocket like that. And that's going to force 4th down.
Here's another look at that play.
Yeah, right here, Schrader does a good job on pursuit. And now that they've seen what Babbitt can do with his mobility, they're more aware that he might be running out of the pocket. Jeff Brennan back deep, almost blocked. Brennan runs it out of bounds. It's going to be Buena Vista ball on about the 21-yard line.
We have 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Buena Vista offense really needs to move that ball. We haven't seen a lot of it here after halftime, so I'm sure that will be a big key to this last quarter here.
We have a report from Ohio in Columbus. First quarter score, the Buckeyes 3 and the Hawkeyes 0. So the Hawkeyes down in the first quarter. A lot of folks paying attention to that. I know I talked to some of my friends. They're listening to headphones, the Iowa game, while they're watching this game here. So, and the pass is complete to Todd Tryon. Tryon's one of his first catches of the day. It's going to be about a 4-yard gain.
Ryan Grubb leaving the field. Lance Hall coming into the game. The crowd all fired up here. There's Jill Williams. A good shot. It's a beautiful day here.
Oh, yeah, you can't get any better than this for October. This whole week's been pretty nice.
Yeah, it has.
All right, handoff to Lance Hall.
We've got a flag down on the play.
And that's in the area of offensive holding, and Hall did not go anywhere on that play. Hall, now that play by Hall is designed to go inside. Hall couldn't find an opening in the line, so he tries to break it out to the outside. Give credit to the Dana Vikings defense for the pursuit, stringing them out along the sideline. But this one, I think, is going to go back. We'll see what the call is here. Lance Hall has a tendency to like to break things to the outside, use his speed to get to the outside.
Yeah.
Whereas you see the contrasting in styles, whereas Pelusi and Statler like to run through the tackles up the middle. Lance Hall likes to get outside and try to break one.
The offensive line really needs to adjust to that too, I think. It's a big...
Okay, so this is going to back the Beavers up inside their own 10 here, about the 9-yard line.
It's a dangerous zone to be in, and it seems like this is the third time today we've been in this position.
That's right. First half, great field goal position. Second half, we lost it, and that's not good. Colbert looking deep for Tyler Tryon. The ball hanging up. Tryon's got the catch, and we got the first down. It's gonna
Great play. Well needed. We're down on the 40-yard line. Great catch by Tyler Tryon. His brother Todd Tryon there helping to block the play. Something big we needed.
The ball got hung up in the wind, and basically Tyler just had to wait for it to come down, and he gets the ball. BB first down on their own 43-yard line. Wow, that was a big play. Second down and 15, and got us out of that area where we were in the danger zone. We don't have to do anything stupid like get a fumble down in that area. Colbert.
Credit to Colbert on that one too.
And he is sacked. Number
25 of their defense there.
Number 25 for Dana. We're going to give credit to Matt Kern on that one.
Loss of 13. That was tough.
That play from Colbert to Tryon, the first really big pass play that BB's had so far tonight. They had a couple plays earlier where Colbert just overthrew Todd Tryon. Handoff goes to Pelusi. And
nice wide open there for him too.
Third down 22 at the University of 32.
No gain on the play for Pelusi. It's going to be 3rd and 22 for BB. Another passing situation here.
Our passing game really needs to come into play here.
Colbert in the shotgun. Tyler Tryon on the left, Todd on the right. We have a flag.
Ryan Grubb, it looks like. I don't know.
Motion on Grubb, you think? We'll see if Grubb didn't draw Dana offsides or if Grubb moved early. Yeah, it's... You're right. Call against Grubb.
Penalty's just a big factor in today's game. That is not something you want.
It's now
to
third.
Be a key issue of the loss there.
It's now 3rd and 27. So you can expect a deep pass play here.
21. Troy Salzar moves to the outside. First time we've seen him in the game here today.
Salzar getting some action. Colbert going deep for Tyler Tryon on the other side of the field. Broken up nicely by the Dana cornerback. One-on-one coverage against Tyler Tryon. You couldn't ask for any better coverage than that. The ball was right there, and it makes a nice deflection.
Again, if we could have just got to the 50-yard line here, it would have been great for Chase Young. He's hot today.
Chase Young 3 for 3 on field goal attempts, making ones from 42, 36, and the punt is blocked. Vicinius had the punt blocked, and Dana could recover in the end zone. This could be a touchdown. Actually, they recovered like on the 1. They're right down by the goal line. From here, it looked like they scored.
This is dangerous. The defense needs to come in big here.
Well, that's the first time Dana really had the punt block on. Vicinius he's booted 3 or 4 good ones, This time,
And he's been in tougher situations than that.
he was backed up in his own end zone. He got those off, but there you can see that one coming the whole way. And right now, it's going to put the Beaver defense to the test for sure. First down and 2 on the 2-yard line for Dana. And they're trying to build on a 17-16 lead. Mike Babbitt hands off to the fullback, number 23, and Marlon Pierce. No signals yet. Wait for the refs to give the signal.
Tackle by Seal there. It seemed like there was a lot of motion still late, like they were trying to still move, but
And
it has to be close here. We're on the 1-yard line yet. Second down.
Pierre gained 1 on the play, so there's balls on the 1-yard line. Second and goal. Eye backfield and quarterback sneak. I don't think he got in. The BV defense, I think, kept him out.
I think the BV defense is doing a great job in this position. This is a tough situation.
Goal line defense. Coach Hatchek has told me, he said, that the goal line defense, we need to work on that. We want to see how we are. We think we're pretty good, but we want to be put to the test. Well, here's your test. It's 3rd down and 1. And this will be their 3rd shot at it. This time they have 3 receivers, 2 split to the right side. Babbitt sneak, and this time I think he's in.
No call on it yet.
Babbitt, the ball carrier.
No signal. Maybe he didn't get in.
Wait.
He's really close. He's in. Nope. Yep, the ref signal he's in. He got in. And the BB defense doesn't think so. They're arguing the call. But
That was rather a late call overall.
yeah, I think they had to umpile some players and see what was going on. Coach Hatchek kind of upset with that. He's talking to Mark Smith right there. Smith is explaining it to him. He said, Coach Hatchek is saying, if you got in, fine. Just give us a signal right away. Don't wait around. So that gives Dana a 23-16 lead. Defense held him for 2 plays, but Babbitt just snuck in. Bad snap. Kick is up, but it's through the uprights, giving Dana College a 24-16 lead with 35 seconds to go, 3rd quarter.
BV still has a chance here, and hopefully they will come through here in the 4th quarter. Right now, we have a sideline report from KJ. KJ, to you.
After the last offensive series, the Beavers gave up a blocked punt, but offensive coach Osterberger set down his offensive line. Instead of being upset with them for giving up the blocked punt, he sat them down, told them the game's not out of reach by any means, and that they have to stick to it and not to give up. That's the main thing, and come out this next series and start pounding the ball to Dana. Back to you, Scott and Jerry.
Thanks, KJ. That's some important information. They really need to come back in this half. We have 35 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. It's 24-16, Dana leading.
And who would have thought it's like 2 different games. In the 1st quarter, Buena Vista dominated, scoring on the first 3 possessions and getting a touchdown from Pelusi and 2 field goals from Young. And the 2nd quarter, it was all Dana. They ripped off 17 unanswered points going into the locker room. BV picks up a field goal to start the 2nd half, but then the block punt off from Barkema, and Michael Babbitt gets in on the quarterback sneak, making the score 24-16. KJ said Coach Osterberger wants to stick with the game plan. He wants to maybe pound it to Dana, use Pelusi in the running game a little bit, so we'll see. Brennan takes the kickoff from the 18 and out of bounds at about the 32.
First down, USA.
Brennan really working to move that ball up. Again, we had 3 injured players in today's game. Number 1, our quarterback, Klink, got hit on both sides. Terrible injury. He's having x-rays right now on the kidneys. We also had Mackey get hurt with an elbow injury, and Matt Kincaid was the first one today with a leg injury.
They thought it was a fractured leg, but x-rays were negative. It's not a fracture. Right now they're examining Klinkfus's kidneys, and Mackey's getting x-rays right now on his elbow. Give to Lance Hall, and he gets about 4 yards.
Number 2 on the play, 2nd and 8 at the Buena 34.
check that, about 2 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
We're down to 5 seconds. This will bring the end to the third quarter here.
And now, University Charlotte.
1 quarter left to go. Buena Vista down by 8. And that's the end of 3. And the drill team right now is going to have a performance, so we're going to watch that.
Short. They tried to do it over halftime, but the sound system just didn't kick in.
And the first down play, Buena Vista loses 1, which will bring up 3rd down and 11 from their own 30.
Grubb and Todd Tryon coming back into the field here.
They're going to come out split to the left side. Todd Tryon on the right side, and your lone setback is Pelusi.
We really need a passing play here.
Colbert, he's got Tyler Tryon. First down, Buena Vista. First down for Buena Vista.
Great job, BV. Really needed that.
And Benji Queso's coming into the game now. We'll see if we can keep moving the chains here. That's the idea for Coach Osterberger. And Pelusi is hit right away on impact. Number 5 making the tackle.
Second down 9, Beaver 45.
2nd down and 9. We're on the Beaver 45.
Stay tuned for post game. We're gonna wrap things up. We're gonna go talk to Coach Hadchek. KJ will have that interview, and we'll have some highlights for you. 2nd down and 4, ball on the 45. Colbert, fake handoff, rolling left, throws for Grubb, complete on the sidelines. He's really close to the first down.
It's the second time that play's been used today, and it's really been working with Grubb taking that pass. Kyle Colbert almost got knocked down there, but great blocking job and got the pass off.
Yeah, good poise by Colbert there as a freshman, rolling out. Knows he's got to throw the ball. Once he delivers it, he's going to get hit, which gives BV the first down on the 43-yard line. Colbert hand off to Pelusi. Huge hole up the middle. Pelusi's close to another first down.
Pelusi's doing a good job of finding that open hole there today.
Pelusi approaching 100 yards on the afternoon. We have an update from Columbus, Ohio, where the Buckeyes have scored another touchdown, so it is now 10-0 Ohio State over Iowa, and I believe that's a first half score.
We're bringing out the measurement here to see how close it is, but I am afraid it's just a little short. We'll see what they say here.
9 1/3. 2nd down, about 2 feet from Vista at the 33-yard line.
And you can see the sticks. It looks like we got about a foot. We're going to be about a foot short, Jerry Ann. So 2nd and we'll call it inches.
So maybe close.
2nd and inches. This is a good play to try for the end zone. It's 2nd and 1. You still got another chance if you get an incomplete pass. You still got 3rd and 1. So I'm maybe looking for a pass play here. But no, they go right ahead to Grubb, and he's got the first down.
Grubb knew we needed the first down, and he went for it and got it.
We've seen that a lot of times in short yardage situations. They're going to stick Ryan Grubb in the backfield in that full house set, and he does a great job jumping through the line. It's really tough to stop a guy like Grubb in short yardage situations. First and 10, ball on the Viking 30-yard line. The clock running with 12:50 to go in the game. BV down by 8, needs to put some points on the board here. Kyle Colbert and company trying to drive, rolling out to his right, and finds Grubb, but incomplete. Grubb couldn't hang on.
Kyle Colbert just doing a great job. There again, he was facing a lot of pressure, but got the pass off. That play's been working for them today. That's the first time that failed. But Todd Tryon coming back in. Gonna try another pass, I'm assuming.
Second down and 10, ball on the 30. Colbert and Pelusi have miscommunication on the handoff, and that play goes for no gain. Looked like a broken play from the beginning.
Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down 11 at the Dana 30.
12 minutes left. A reminder, we're in the 4th quarter here. Dana leading 24-16. On the 30-yard line yet.
3rd and 11, big play here. If we don't make it, it would be a 47-yard field goal attempt by Chase Young. Colbert in the shotgun, throws right away to Grubb, and he is tackled immediately. He's going to be short of the first down.
Colbert's pass complete to Ryan Grubb.
Which will bring up a coach's situation here. And Chase Young is coming onto the field. He's 3 for 3 today. He's made a 42-yarder and 36-yarder in the first quarter. And to start off the second half, he made a 32-yard field goal. So the field goal team is basically what's keeping us in it. And earlier in the season, that was the, I guess you could say, the scapegoat of the team, the field goal kicking. But not tonight. It is coming through with flying colors. John Ivanovich to hold. And it is blocked. Oh, that was blocked all the way. Look out, Dana Couch is going to take this in for the touchdown.
This is not good.
Special teams playing a huge part in this game. Number 30.
Ben Thames. First time we've seen him. He's a senior here. Just blocked that play and ran like crazy.
Yeah.
Big play for Dana.
Took it all the way back, 60-some yards for the touchdown. There was nothing BV could do about it. He was well on his way.
Some really upset BV players there.
Yeah, somebody broke through that offensive line there, unblocked. Coach Hadcheck trying to find out what went on.
Brings the score to 30-16 in favor of Dana. Got a flag down on the play.
This is an important point after a touchdown because right now Dana is up by 14, which equals 2 touchdowns. So if we can somehow block this, or if the kick is no good, we're still within 2 touchdowns. 15 points, we need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion as we look ahead. 11 minutes, 9 seconds to go. This forces the BV offense maybe to abandon some of their game plan. They're going to have to throw the ball downfield. We have 2 timeouts remaining. You're still looking 11 minutes left, but with the way this offense has been running the last couple of days, we got Brent Mackey injured. We got starting offensive tackle injured in Kincaid. We got our starting quarterback out.
We had motion there. Another flag down. Not good for BV. Penalties are just really hurting us today.
Well, right here, what Buena Vista is trying to do, Juliana, they're trying to, they want to try to anticipate the snap count so they can get in and block the kick. Penalties aren't really going to hurt them here because, they're only moving half the distance to the goal line, which isn't giving the kicker that much of an advantage. But BV really needs to block the punt here. That's why they're jumping off sides. kick is up, and it's right to the uprights, making the score 31-16, Dana.
I mean, we still need to look at that. There's 11 minutes left in this game. A lot can happen yet.
A reminder at the end of today's contest, please join us at the south lawn of the forum.
Be sure to tune in to Innovation Video to watch the only live newscast produced in Storm Lake. Innovation News is a 20-minute broadcast of the local and national news, weather, and sports. The newscasts air live at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, only on Innovation Video, Cable Channel 3. Innovation Video is your source for the best coverage of news events in Storm Lake and right here at BVU.
Keep in mind you want to stay tuned for Sunday night, the Joe Had a Check show.
The big show, Sunday nights.
It's aired. I mean, it's...
We tape it Sunday night. You won't be seeing the first episode until Monday at 8 o'clock. But you can catch that show all week long. Check the BVU News for the times. And, well, if you want to hear the inside scoop from Coach Hadachek, that's where you get the inside scoop, is during that show. They'll be having special guests this week. I believe it's Mike Mullally will be the special guest, and he is that's a good player to have this week for a special guest because he's had a couple of sacks. So, and we'll have all the highlights of this game. So Monday at 8 o'clock, check out that show. Check out the brand new $1,000 set that we have in. We're billing it as the best Division III coaches show in the nation, so you don't want to miss that if you're a Beaver football fan.
Keep in mind, if you are a Beaver football fan, you can get a free T-shirt if you email Scott Heinley a question this week. Your questions don't always get chosen.
But if they are chosen in on the air, you do win a BV football T-shirt, courtesy of Joe Hadachek. The handoff goes to Pelusi. Pelusi gets 8 yards in the first down carry.
Gain of 7 on the play. Second down 3 at the BV 37.
And pass, incomplete to Tyler Tryon. Tryon was running with the ball before he caught it, and you can't do that. It would have been a first down.
That was tough, but again, Kyle Colbert really handling that with patience. We've got another sideline report from KJ. Let's see what's going on down there, KJ.
Okay, when it rains, it really pours for the Beaver offense. It seems like right now the offense has more injuries than it does points. However, right now on the blocked field goal, Eric Johnson received a twisted knee. The Beaver offensive line really does not need another injury, and in his own words, look for him to suck it up and get right back in there, Scott.
Thanks a lot, KJ. And again, the injury is really hurting the offense, but you know that's no excuse for the fact that we're down by 15 points right now. The only thing right now on the minds of the Beavers is to drive this ball right down Dana's throats, put it in the end zone, not once but twice, and we'll tie this game up. And we got 10:33 to do that with.
Jeffrey Jacobson coming back into the game. He's had to be a key player here, just moving him around due to the injuries, as KJ was saying.
BV looking for their second victory of the season, trying to go 2-2. Dana College looking for their first win as there's a flag on the play. Dana 0-3 in common opponents. Both teams have lost to Northwestern College. Both were close games, and both were played at Northwestern.
No, actually, Dana played in Lincoln, Nebraska.
I'm not sure. I think Dana is from Blair, Nebraska, actually. I think that's where they are located from.
Okay, you're
Blair.
right. It's not too often I tell Scott that. You're right, it's Blair, Nebraska.
5-yard offside penalty against Dana. It's University first.
Anyway, that's beside the point. We want to promote Buena Vista University, which is right here in Storm Lake, Iowa. Beautiful day here. And we really need to see some movement here.
Couldn't ask for better game time conditions. Temperatures in the low 70s, south winds about 10 miles an hour. BV first and 10 from the 42, fumbled snap as Colbert was in the shotgun, I believe, and BV's going to recover.
Come on, Beavers.
Ohio Colbert did a great job of recovering that there.
Loss of 3 on the play. Second down, 13 at the Buena 39.
Clock running, under 10 minutes now to go. Matt Pelusi is a blocking back. Colbert in the shotgun, steps up, throws, delivers, and intercepted. Picked off by number 24 for Dana, where they'll have 1st and 10 from the Buena Vista and from their own 35-yard line.
Picked off by Matt Kern. First time we've really heard his name today, Dana College. We need to keep in mind that Dana is a scholarship division.
NAIA, and this will be the second NAIA school we played this year. From here on in, it is all Iowa Conference opponents. Next week, we have Dubuque College at home. Looking down on the sidelines, Coach Hadchek tells offensive line instructions. Dana 1st and 10, give up the middle. There's a flag on the play, and the fullback has a lot of running room. He's still on his feet. Inside the Buena Vista 35-yard line is Marlon Peer.
There is a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. We'll see if it doesn't come back. It could be offensive holding.
Everything just seems like it's going downhill right now. I don't know if the Beavers are tired or the injuries hitting them, but they need to stay strong here. Big games left this season, and again, Buena Vista does have a chance to win the conference yet. They hold together. This is a non-conference game.
It is a holding penalty against Dana, which will bring the ball back to the 26-yard line.
Okay, listen. It's always on set. The huddle call can change it. The huddle call can change it. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, listen. Listen. Hey, take your time. We got to know huddle play. There's no hurry because you're going to have at least 24 seconds, all right? Stay up. Let's go. Let's go.
And this tackle for loss by Brian Schmidt. And they're on 1st down and 20. It's going to